Hello, everybody. This is Skip Elsheimer. Welcome to the AV Geeks Lunchtime Streaming Show, where we watch old 16mm films. And, So today is Election Day in the United States. And so please vote. And if you have already, thank you. Thank you for voting. And I promised, after yesterday showing a whole show about films about citizenship and voting, that today was just going to be pure, unadulterated, non-political stuff. Unfortunately, because I'm not at the archive, and also the films are not at the archive, it was hard for me to figure out what I was going to show. So we're going to fall back on some things that I know that are popular with you, and that is, one, TV commercials, two, movie trailers. And then also somebody put in a request for this film, which used to show on HBO between feature films, back before each HBO was 24 hours. And so this is a lot of fun. Vicious Cycles. Enjoy. I've had to move position because the sun keeps coming in and out of clouds, and so it's blinding to me, and also I can't see, and it blinds the camera. I love Vicious Cycles. I'm sorry that some people in the comments don't like it, but it's pretty great. And there were other films made by this person using the similar technique, which is called pixelization, where it is live action stop motion animation. So anyways, let's watch some weird snippets of 35 millimeter films, snippets from films, snippets from trailers, snippets from whatever. It's all over the place. So hopefully there won't be anything that will get us in trouble, but here we go. Enjoy.
What's wrong with that? They have wonderful horses in America.
Wonderful horses.
Away, away, dear. Para amute mata e para ramaye. Palipati te midina ahaliye. What the hell is it? But me wait everywhere they on.
America, I love you. You're like a sweetheart of mine. From ocean to ocean, for you my devotion is touching each boundary line. Just like a little baby climbing on his mother's knee. America, I love you.
That we here
Though April shower may come your way,
They bring the flowers that bloom in a May. When there are gray skies, I don't mind the gray skies. I still have you, sunny boy.
Now for... Jimmy, see what I mean?
Yes, sir, Colonel Jeff, I sure do, I think.
By the way, Julep, how are things in Alaska?
So that's the line of beauty. Thanks for the art lesson. But I guess I'd better be chasing along now, so,
Now look. Look.
Karen, please don't do that. It shocks me.
Well, it didn't shock you when I was captain, did it?
I ever come here to pick so small a bird? You'll never get big sons from her.
Oh, I've got size enough for the two of us, Tom Norton.
Prepare for a mighty emotional experience. Satisfying this man. He can't seem to get enough.
What do you want?
What does any man want? A woman of his own. A home. Babies.
Marsh! Marsh!
You must.
Most synthetic fabrics having disappeared from the shops, cotton again is king, or queen, and it's no military secret that cotton stockings are gartered without metal, and thus, with our morale, nicely and firmly upheld. There's no leather in her slippers or rubber in her comb.
Ta-ra-ra-boom-da-ray, da-ray, ta-ra-ra-ra-boom-da-ray, ta-ra-ra-boom-da-ray, ta-ra-ra-boom-da-ray, ta-ra-ra-boom, ta-ra-ra-boom-da-ray, ta-ra-ra-boom-da-ray.
Hey, Ninky Poo over there sure giving you the business.
sorry. I gotta run, darling.
That was incredibly ADHD. It was like flipping through channels. So here's what I guess happened, is that a lot of those clips were probably made by a projectionist who was collecting beginning logos and end credits off of films that went through their theater. And then at some point, that projectionist retired and either took the clips with them or basically it was left behind somewhere in a projection booth and then somebody found it. I have seen this with other types of compilations, usually involving nudity. Sometimes projectionists would clip out the nudity and then keep a reel for themselves for whatever purpose, I don't know. But also sex scenes. And so I have seen a couple of reels like that. On a side note, I talked to, at one point we scanned some films for someone who was from South Africa, and he worked at a film library that would rent out 16 millimeter films to households. But it was, the government basically dictated what scenes he had to clip out of feature films. And most of them, some of them were nudity, violence, but a lot of them were politically motivated. And so he created these compilation reels of the stuff he clipped out. And I was like, oh, please tell me that you have that. And he was like, no, like when I moved, I didn't bring that film reel. So anyways, there's compilation reels out there that projectionists and librarians made. So there you go. All right, let's watch some commercials. Enjoy.
You country cornflakes, you country cornflakes. Oh, they won't wilt when you pour on milk. Oh, they won't bunch when they are crunch. They're double toasted, double crisp and good. General Mills makes them just the way they should. You country cornflakes, you country cornflakes. From fields of corn, so majestically waving that they won't wilt when you pour on milk. Double toasted cornflakes made with rice. So buy our cornflakes, you country cornflakes, you country cornflakes. Please buy our cornflakes, you country cornflakes, you country cornflakes, you country cornflakes. They're made from corn.
No matter what shape your stomach's in. No matter what shape your stomach's in, when it gets out of shape, take Alka-Seltzer. Alka-Seltzer relieves the flutters, calms the nervous feeling, relieves heartburn, relieves the stuffy feeling, and relieves a headache. Better than any other antacid. Better than anything you can get without a prescription. Anything. Alka-Seltzer. It's the best. On any stomach.
When hay fever pollen invades your sinuses, brings runny nose, watery eyes, take Dristan. Dristan's like sending your sinuses to Arizona. Yes, Dristan's like sending your sinuses to Arizona. That is, Dristan helps you breathe free and easy, as if you were far away from pollen or allergy irritation. Yes, Dristan's like sending your sinuses to Arizona. Helps dry, runny nose, itchy, watery eyes. You see, Dristan tablets shrink swollen, congested nasal and sinus passages which cause runny nose and watery eyes. So you breathe free and easy fast. So when pollen invades your sinuses, causing hay fever miseries, don't wish you could be in sunny, dry Arizona. Just remember, Dristan's like sending your sinuses to Arizona. Get Dristan decongestant tablets.
Many people think it's quite worthwhile to go just a little bit out of their way to get certified lead-free Amoco gasoline. You expect more from American, and you get it. The American Oil Company.
Oh, Peggy, look at your bridesmaid's hair. And if I shampoo with this, it'll wash the body out.
Silly, don't wash out body. Cream in body with Luster Cream shampoo.
Really?
Luster Cream's in body. It's got more body-building ingredients than any leading shampoo.
Creamy lather. Dreamy body.
Looks like you're next.
Luster Cream, you've done it again.
Oh, I can't go out tonight with your father with this hair. And my shampoo washes the body out.
Don't wash out body, Mom. Cream in body with Luster Cream shampoo.
Really?
Luster Cream's in body. It has more body-building ingredients than any leading shampoo.
Creamy lather. Beautiful body.
New hairdresser, dear.
No, new Luster Cream shampoo. And a very wise daughter.
B-I-N-G-O, and Bingo was his name. There was a farmer had a dog, and Bingo was his name. Oh, B-I-N-G-O, 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 and Bingo was his name.
Kids are impressionable. That's why here at this station, we watch the programs and commercials your child watches carefully. He may see bad guys, but not in the role of heroes. And he'll learn that crime doesn't pay. Because your child's welfare is our concern, too. That's part of our code. The code of the National Association of Broadcasters for television and the greater public interest.
This flat tire needs a man, but when there's no man around, when there's no man around, Goodyear should be. Why? Watch this. New Goodyear Double Eagle carries its own spare inside. Lifeguard safety spare. A tire in a tire. Keeps on going. Next time, give her a second chance.
Mary Ann Lynch took off at 7:45 a.m., flew 2,949 miles, made 3 stops. And most of the trip still lies ahead. Now there are schedules to check, flight reports to make, a quick supper with friends before turning in. Next morning, on the go again at 6:15. Then St. Louis, Cincinnati, finally New York. Glamour job, Mary Ann has made dozens of runs like this, served hundreds of hot meals, greeted thousands of new people. It all demands a lot of charm and works out to a lot of Coke. Does Coca-Cola have the taste you never get tired of? Do we mean it when we say Coke is always refreshing? Is things go better with Coke after Coke after Coke just a slogan? Write Miss Mary Ann Lynch, Trans World Airlines, Box 7144, St. Louis, Missouri. She'll tell you.
Coca-Cola has the taste you never get tired of. Always refreshing. That's why things go better with Coke after Coke after Coke.
In the dull and commonplace occurrences of day-to-day living, one thing stands out as a completely unique experience. Colt 45 malt liquor. In the dull and commonplace occurrences of day-to-day living, one thing stands out as a completely unique experience. Colt 45 malt liquor.
Believe it or not, we have over a mile of inspectors at the Volkswagen factory. More than 7,000 men who have only one job: to keep an eye on the way Volkswagens are made. And there's no nonsense about them. They reject a Volkswagen, or part of a Volkswagen, for little things you might never even see. And when one of our inspectors says no, it's no. That's why you'll never find so much as a blob of paint or a stitch out of place on a new Volkswagen. An inspector finds it first. Frankly, not every car we make makes it. But any car that gets to the end of that long line of inspectors is a Volkswagen.
This is the art season in New York. At the Metropolitan, the Guggenheim, the new Whitney Museum, Museum of Modern Art, and here at the elegant Wally F. Art Galleries, where art lovers see a show that marries art with fashion. This abstraction, called Caperland No. 1, is not a painting and it's not on canvas. It's printed on Caperland nylon and can be worn. So fashion models walk through the art galleries wearing chic dresses in the same prints that are framed to hang on the walls like old masters. And what's more, this art is washable. Leading dress designers think the bigger, the bolder, the wilder the print, the more artistic the dress, such as the dresses styled by Cobb's Corner. And the same bold prints look even more so in dresses for little girls by Tiny Town Togs. But is it really art? Or is it just another fashion fad? Maybe it's both. Now that a posh art gallery gives its nod of approval to the print explosion in fashion today. This is the art season in New York. At the Metropolitan, the Guggenheim, the new Whitney Museum, Museum of Modern Art, and here at the elegant Wally F. Art Galleries, where art lovers see a show that marries art with fashion. This abstraction, called Caperland No. 1, is not a painting and it's not on canvas. It's printed on Caperland nylon and can be worn. So fashion models walk through the art galleries wearing chic dresses in the same prints that are framed to hang on the walls like old masters. And what's more, this art is washable. Leading dress designers think the bigger, the bolder, the wilder the print, the more artistic the dress, such as the dresses styled by Cobb's Corner. And the same bold prints look even more so in dresses for little girls by Tiny Town Togs. But is it really art? Or is it just another fashion fad? Maybe it's both. Now that a posh art gallery gives its nod of approval to the print explosion in fashion today.
This is soap. You can wash your face with it. It can make your face feel nice and fresh and clean and dry. This is cleansing cream. You can cleanse your face with it. It can make your face feel nice and soft and smooth and greasy. This is Bactine medicated skin cream. It is a new thing. It is a washing cream. You wash your face with it. It makes your face feel nice and fresh and clean and nice and soft and smooth and not dry and not greasy. And while it's at it, Bactine is also antiseptic. It cleans deep down to pores and makes your face feel safe from ugliness-causing germs and bacteria. Bactine does a lot of things that soap and cleansing creams just can't do. But it doesn't get rid of freckles either. The washing cream.
Alka-Seltzer invents a new disease, the blahs. The blahs is kind of like the blues, only physical. It's when you're down in the dumps and you don't know a cold is working on you. It's when you're not feeling right, but you don't know what's wrong. It might be a headache on its way, a stomach ache on its way. The blahs, who needs them? You know, we wouldn't have invented a disease unless we had something to take for it. Alka-Seltzer. If Alka-Seltzer can take care of real big upsets, think of what it can do for a simple case of the blahs.
I'm going to show you a new antiseptic skin cleanser that works when it's on and keeps working for 12 hours after you wash it off. Bactine medicated skin cream. It's got the great Bactine germ killer in it, so it cleans your skin right down into the pores, right down to the germs and bacteria that can cause blemishes. After you wash it off, it leaves a soft, invisible film that protects your skin from more germs for 12 hours. Excuse me. Your skin will be antiseptically clean and protected from germs that can damage it for 12 hours. If you use Bactine medicated skin cream morning and night, it really pays off.
Get set.
That was a pretty good fight for a change. What was it? Blueberry tang?
Yeah, blueberry. First contest, kid? Follow me. This is Alka-Seltzer. Gets rid of that stuffy feeling. When you've been on the circuit as long as I have, you'll know. See you around, kid.
Next time you overeat, take what the guys who overeat for a living take. Alka-Seltzer.
Men, nothing takes it off like Noxema medicated shave. Take it off. Take it all off. Nothing takes it off like Noxema medicated shave.
The closer you shave, the more you need Noxema. Noxema medicated comfort shave.
Come to where the flavor is. Come to Marlboro Country.
You never know when you'll need a big wagon. And the 1967 American Motors builds big wagons. See them at your American Motors Rambler dealer now.
Nothing upsets a pickle lover more than a dull, soggy pickle. Pickle lovers always insist on the proud pickle. Heinz. No compromise, no shortcuts, no soggy pickle. Heinz stops at nothing to give you a pickle that tastes the way no other pickle does. Crisp, full-bodied, savory. That's what makes Heinz the proud pickle. If you were the best tasting pickle, wouldn't you be proud?
If you want to know what's going on Wall Street, ask Shearson Hamill.
Mrs. Schwartz?
Oh,
Excuse me, Mrs. Schwartz. Could you tell us how you feel about oil heat?
oil heat? Oh, well, I think oil heat is wonderful. See, I'm showering in the school. Delightful hot water. All I want, all I can use. And I know for a fact that only oil heat can give me so much, so fast, and it's so dependable. And I got my dishwasher going, my washer going. Still plenty of hot water. Whoops, I dropped myself. You know, everybody, all my friends wouldn't think of buying a house unless it was heated by oil. Oh, everybody thinks it's so dependable. Dependable hot water and dependable comfortable heating in every room in my house.
Mrs. Schwartz,
Yeah?
you know you're on television?
Yes, I know.
Oil heat. You can depend on it.
And with some Charlotte Rae. What was her character's name on Different Strokes? It wasn't Mrs. Drummond. No. Because that was, Phil Drummond was the dad. What's her name? Mrs. Garrett? Is that it? Anyways, so I'm a big fan of the TV show Car 54, Where Are You? And Charlotte Rae is a character on there, and she is hysterical. So good. I love that show so much. It is, especially the first season, is just, it's great. Anyways, all right, here's a bunch of TV trailers. So these were trailers for movies that were shown on television. Traditional trailers are like 2 minutes, 3 minutes long, shown in theaters, but these were ad length. And so there'll be multiple ones on here. There's going to be Leader in between. It's going to be, and I showed this like 4 years ago. So, but here we go. See if you can see your favorite movie in here. I've already seen one of my favorite movies in here. So I'm very excited for this. Enjoy.
Elephant Man, 30 TV #1.
At first, you will want to turn away from him. But if you come to know him, you will see beyond the perversion of his form and discover the beauty in the beast.
Can you imagine the kind of life he must have had?
And finally, you will understand the true meaning of courage and human dignity. The Elephant Man, the film, rated PG.
Elephant Man, 30 TV number 2.
They called him the Elephant Man.
Why's your head so big?
He was deformed beyond reason,
Mister!
grotesque beyond understanding, ridiculed beyond endurance, and courageous beyond measure. The Elephant Man, the film, rated PG.
Elephant Man, 30 TV number 3.
Imagine what it's like to be a normal human being trapped inside a hideous body, when each face you see is horrified by your appearance, when all you've ever known is pain and ridicule and loneliness. The Elephant Man, a story of courage and human dignity. The Elephant Man, the film, rated PG.
Elephant Man, 30 TV number 4.
For those who look, there is horror. For those who see, there is beauty. For those who care, there is love.
You're not an Elephant Man at all. You're Romeo.
A story of courage and human dignity. The Elephant Man, the film, rated PG.
It's impossible to imagine a more exciting film, says Rona Barrett. Rex Reed calls it a colossal triumph. Months before its release, it stunned and overwhelmed special preview audiences. The movie is Midnight Express, rated R. Nobody expected it. Nobody believed it. And nothing could stop it. The one hope. The only hope. The Exorcist. Rated R. Life had been good to Chris McNeil. Her daughter Reagan was a happy, healthy 12-year-old. Until that night, at the party, when a terrible force entered their lives, and strange things began to happen. The one hope, the only hope, The Exorcist, rated R.
In this house lives a happy, healthy 12-year-old.
She and her mother share a special kind of love and understanding.
You don't like him like Daddy?
Reagan, I love you, Daddy. I'll always love you, Daddy, honey.
She will not remember what happened to her that autumn in Georgetown. You will never forget it. The Exorcist, rated R.
What are you doing here?
Bed was shaking. I can't get to sleep.
Mrs. McNeil, the problem with your daughter is not her bed. It's her brain.
Mother, what's wrong with me?
It's just like the doctor said. It's nerves.
The Exorcist, rated R.
This is the street, the house, the mother, the child. That's the door, this room, that window. The detective, the priest, the doctor, the exorcist, rated R.
Apocalypse Now, 360's Group A.
Apocalypse Now, rated R.
From a doomed planet in a distant galaxy to a fantastic underground hideaway, from the fortress of solitude to the bustling city room of the Daily Planet. Look, up on the screen. It's Superman. Superman, the movie, rated PG.
Gene Shalit of NBC TV's Today Show calls The Black Stallion absolutely wonderful entertainment that all age groups can enjoy. The Black Stallion is simply grand. Francis Ford Coppola presents Walter Farley's timeless classic, whose time has come. The Black Stallion, rated G.
And now, John Wayne talks about his new movie, The Shootist.
We have a great cast. Lauren Bacall, James Stewart, John Carradine, Scatman Crothers, Richard Lentz, Harry Morgan, Sherry North, Richard Boone, Hugh O'Brien, and Ron Howard. It isn't often you get a lineup of Greats like you do in The Shootist? I hope you'll see it. I know you'll like it.
The Shootist, rated PG.
What the hell do you think you're doing?
You take your men and your horses, and you get off my land!
A story to remember, a pretty girl, a sturdy girl, made of solid timber. She set her sights and fought her fights, 'cause justice was her aim. And Arapahoe County has never been the same. A story to remember, a story to remember, the Valley of Joe.
Redford.
White House.
Howard Hunt, please.
Hoffman.
Did you know, Howard Hunt?
All the president's men.
This whole thing is a cover-up. It's right on our nose.
They stumbled into leads. They tripped over clues. And piece by piece, they solved the greatest detective story in American history. All the president's men. Rated PG.
Woodward.
Yes.
There's been a break-in at Democratic headquarters. They were bugging the place.
Where?
Watergate. Get on it.
Robert Redford. Dustin Hoffman. All the president's men.
Howard Hunt here.
I was just kind of wondering why your name and phone number were in the address books of two of the men arrested at Watergate.
Good God.
All the president's men. Rated PG.
Once upon a time, there was a girl who wanted to be a movie star.
Hiya, soldier.
Wanna be somebody?
Her life has become one of Hollywood's greatest legends. We know how it ended. This is how it began. Goodbye, Norma Jean. Rated R.
Grease is the word for entertainment.
I meant something to you!
I get so many hickeys, people will think I'm a leper. You pig.
I love it when you talk dirty.
John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John. Grease, rated PG.
Summer days drifting away.
John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John. In Grease. John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John. Grease, rated PG.
This is Grease. John Travolta, Olivia Newton-John. Grease, rated PG.
Oh, wow. Okay. That's the 70s movie-going experience. I saw many of those films in the theater. Well, the PG and G-rated films. Grease, Black Stallion, Superman, The Exorcist, man. I watch that every year. I'm a big fan of The Exorcist. It just was this great moment in time. The casting is brilliant, super creepy. So thanks for tuning in today. William, thank you so much for the donation. He donated via the ko-fi.com/avgeeks website. You can also donate via patreon.com/avgeeks. And all that money, before I was like, I'm going to buy coffee with it. Well, what we're doing is we're funneling all that money into paying for storage unit space, because we got a bunch of storage units, 7, and it is close to $2,000 in a month in cost. And the idea is that once we renovate our space, then that cost will come down because we'll move everything back, etc., etc. So anyways, donating is one way to support us. Hitting the subscribe button is a way to support us. You can also use the super thanks button in YouTube to support us. Or we are uploading hundreds of new films every week, and you can watch them with ads, and we get money when you do that. It's a pretty passive way to watch things that you enjoy with some annoying ads at the beginning. And hopefully, starting tomorrow, there won't be any election advertising. We hope so. That's the one thing, regardless of how the election comes out, unless it's a runoff. Oh my God. I'm looking forward to not having to mute election stuff, and as I'm sure you are, and all of the texting and the phone calls and the mailing. But anyways, I appreciate you guys watching. I appreciate you guys being there. We're there together, and I will be back tomorrow, regardless of how things play out, unless I don't have internet or power, which I don't know why that would be, but you never know. Anyways, love you guys. We will see you tomorrow. Everybody take care. And, yeah, bye.